Hello and welcome back to the AFL virtual season. I did this in 2021 and 2020. No, 2021, 2022. No. Yeah, I did it 2020 and 2021 and then I didn't do it last year. Alright, so my stream is working, which is good. So basically what this is an AFL game simulating the season. That's literally what this is. That's literally the whole concept. We're simulating the exact same real life season, but through a game to see what different results you get, and also simulate the finals based on the results in the game. So yeah, I thought I'd do it again since I just got April 23. I'm doing it from round 16, so we're not doing the full season. I have already simulated the first 15 rounds, quick sim. But from round 16 onwards, I'm going to do like an actual live match. I'm not controlling anything or anyone. It's literally just two teams controlled by the computer and 5-minute quarters, and we'll see who wins. For the finals, I'm going to increase it to 7.5-minute quarters, but for now, 5 minutes. But these are the results that this virtual season has come up with. By the way, there's going to be no commentary from me apart from between matches and intros and outros. You're just going to hear the game audio essentially. But yeah, for some reason. Oh no, okay. I have music turned off. That's why you don't hear any audio. So yeah, the first game is not a draw in the virtual season. Richmond won by a goal. Geelong beat Collingwood. West Coast lost to North. Port Adelaide beat Brisbane just by one though. But we're getting similar results in some parts. Gold Coast by a goal against Sydney. Melbourne beat the Western Bulldogs. Crows beat the Giants. Hawthorn lost to Essendon, but not by much. St Kilda just about beat Freo, so we got some close games. Carlton beating Geelong. We got that happened in real life as well actually. Brisbane beating Melbourne also happened in real life. Collingwood losing to Port Adelaide. Okay, that's a difference there because Collingwood smashed that game in real life. I'll turn my camera off. I'm probably going to be editing videos while I stream this out when the games simulate, just so you know. But yeah, if I don't reply to you, that's why. But yeah, you can still chat, but I probably won't be here. I'll be here, but I'll be doing something else. Then you got Crows getting smashed by Richmond, Freo losing to North Melbourne, Dogs losing to St Kilda. Hello NBA, how you doing? Hello Mason, how you doing? Sydney beating Hawthorn, Essendon, Gold Coast. Essendon beating Gold Coast, the Giants beating West Coast. So the reverse this time. West Coast won that game in real life, but in the game, the Giants simulated to win that one. Yes, a few fairly close games. The Lions beat the Dogs away. Richmond beat Collingwood. Okay, that's something different to real life. Richmond not quite having the bad form that they have in real life. Hawthorn beating North also happened in real life. The Giants beating Carlton comfortably. Port Adelaide losing the showdown by 15. St Kilda losing to Essendon. Gold Coast beating Geelong. That happened in real life. Sydney beat Melbourne. Freo defeating Eagles in the Western Derby. Brisbane losing to Collingwood. Okay, that's the difference. Brisbane won that game in real life. North beat Carlton by 3 goals. Adelaide lost to Freo. Richmond beat Dogs by a goal. St Kilda lost to Gold Coast. Sydney lost to Port Adelaide. Essendon lost to the Giants just by 5 points. West Coast lost to Melbourne. Hawthorn lost to Geelong. Not quite the smashing as it was in real life. Sorry, let me just... For some reason, my stream... Yeah. I just got to check everything's working, Just double check, triple check. In round 5, Adelaide losing to Carlton. Fremantle losing to Gold Coast just by 4 points. Richmond smashing Sydney. Sydney winning won that comfortably in real life. Brisbane beat North. Essendon losing to Melbourne. Port Adelaide beating the Dogs by 16. Geelong defeating the Eagles comfortably. The Eagles not getting smashed as much as real life, but still losing every game. The Giants losing to Hawthorn. Yeah, that's nice. That's how I preferred it would happen, and because the real life game was very disappointing. We could have won that game. We should have won that game, but we choked it, just like the Adelaide game in the next round. Collingwood defeated St Kilda, a bit more of a margin than it was in real life. The Western Bulldogs beat Freo away. Port Adelaide lost at home to the Eagles in this virtual season. Right, okay. Right, that's something. The Giants beating the Lions. Geelong losing to Sydney. Hawthorn losing to Adelaide, just like real life. A bit less painful, I guess. Carlton losing to Saints by 5 goals. Gold Coast defeating North Melbourne. Melbourne defeating Richmond by 3 goals. Collingwood beat Essendon. There you go. Anzac Day. Round 7. Port Adelaide winning by 3 against St Kilda. Brisbane beat Freo. Sydney beat the Giants. Western Bulldogs lost to wow, that's a good win from the Hawks. The mighty Fighting Hawks. Melbourne beating North by 20. West Coast losing to Carlton. Essendon losing to Geelong. Adelaide defeating Collingwood by 4 points. A bit different to real life. Collingwood almost lost that game, but Adelaide couldn't quite get there. But in the game, Adelaide win. Richmond defeated the Gold Coast Suns. Carlton losing to the Lions. Richmond losing to West Coast. What is going on? Geelong losing at home to Adelaide. Gold Coast losing at home to Melbourne. Fremantle just beating Hawthorn. The Giants defeating the Dogs. Port Adelaide defeating Essendon. Collingwood beating Sydney by 3. North beating Saints by 20 points. Richmond beating Geelong, just like real life. West Coast losing to Gold Coast. Sydney beating Fremantle. North Melbourne beating Port Adelaide. Melbourne defeating Hawthorn. Essendon defeating Brisbane by just a goal. Carlton beating the Dogs by 10. The Crows losing by a huge margin against St Kilda. Collingwood losing by 7 to the GWS Giants. Port Adelaide defeating Melbourne very comfortably. North Melbourne defeating Sydney. Western Bulldogs defeating Adelaide. Fremantle losing at home to Geelong. Brisbane losing by just a point in a Q clash to the Gold Coast Suns. Essendon losing to Richmond. Hawthorn losing to West Coast. That's embarrassing. Carlton losing to Collingwood. And the Giants defeating St Kilda. In the virtual season, West Coast have won 3 games. In the virtual season. But they lost to the Giants. So, yeah. But they won 3 big away games somehow. Sydney defeating Carlton. St Kilda defeating Hawthorn, opposite of real life. Melbourne defeating Freo, almost double the score. Geelong losing to the Giants by 2 points, just like real life. Not by 2 points, but the result just like real life. Gold Coast defeated the Dogs. West Coast lost to Essendon by 20. Richmond beat Port Adelaide by 3 points. Damn, Port Adelaide not having a very different season compared to real life. Collingwood defeating North Melbourne, and Adelaide defeating Brisbane. I haven't seen the ladder yet, by the way, so that's going to be a surprise to me. Then you got the bye rounds. Melbourne defeating Carlton by 2 goals. Port Adelaide losing to Hawthorn. West Coast losing to Collingwood. Gold Coast winning against Adelaide. Western Bulldogs losing to Geelong. The Giants losing to Richmond. Sydney losing to St Kilda. Western Bulldogs losing to Port Adelaide. Hawthorn losing to Brisbane. Adelaide defeating West Coast. Fremantle defeating Richmond. North Melbourne defeating GWS. A few opposite scores there. Interesting. Port Adelaide defeated Geelong. Brisbane defeated Sydney. GWS defeated Freo. Richmond defeated St Kilda. Carlton lost to Gold Coast. North Melbourne lost to the Western Bulldogs. Geelong lost to Melbourne. St Kilda lost to Brisbane. Sydney defeated the Eagles comfortably. Fremantle lost to Essendon at home. Collingwood just beat Adelaide by 2 points. Very similar to real life. Very, very similar. Gold Coast beating Hawthorn by 16. Not as bad as real life then. So yeah, I could simulate the Brisbane-Richmond game, but we're going to go for it. But let me see the ladder for the first time ever. So in the virtual season, the top 4 is Melbourne, Richmond, Gold Coast. Gold Coast. Gold Coast. Gold Coast. Gold Coast. The Gold Coast Suns are third. Right. Port Adelaide fourth. I thought they lost a lot of games, but yeah, they actually lost 5, but they're still fourth. The Giants in fifth. North Melbourne in sixth. What is this ladder? Collingwood 7th and the Lions in 8th. Then you got Sydney just outside the 8 in 9th. Essendon in 10th. Adelaide 11th. Geelong in 12th. St Kilda in 13th. Freo in 14th. Hawthorn in 15th. Carlton in 16th. The Western Bulldogs in 17th. And the Eagles last, as you would expect. But the Dogs' level of Eagles is quite crazy, only separated by a percentage. That is quite the ladder. So let's see. What happens? I'm not going to edit any lineups. I'm just going to let it run. Well, wait. I put it on 7.5 minutes. It was meant to be 5. It was meant to be 5. Well, I mean, yeah. It's done. Now what's done is done. But I'll change it to 5 out from the next game. Alright. This should be fun. I shall be here. I'm going to edit some videos, but yeah, if I don't reply, I apologise. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just working on something, but I still need to know when it's quarter time, etc., so I can skip things. So yeah, this should be interesting to see how the game simulates this entire round.
Joined by Daniel Harford. Great to have you along, Harf. How do you see this one unfolding?
Good to be here, Hutto. I'm going with the Tigers. They had a period where they struggled. A few things went wrong, but since then they've been much more like the side most people expected them to be.
Thanks for those insights, Harf. The umpire and the 2 captains are ready for the toss. Finally, we are underway and words give way to actions. McInerney wins the first hit out. Dunkley knew the tackle was coming. McCluggage, Gunston gives it everything. Good disciplined defence. McCarthy runs in and bangs it home.
A real opportunist goal there. He doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
The Lions are off to the ideal start. The big men fly. Neal inside 50 with the kick. Bolter tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Broad, what's he got on offer? Pickett. Good hands. Normally delivers. Turned over on centre wing. Dishes it off. Coleman. Thought his way through it. He's hit up the lead. Some people can't kick that far. The Lions can build something here. Payne can run and gun. Doesn't often waste it. Cameron. McCluggage. Desperate defence. Takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
He might just be in for a big day.
The Tigers have been slow out of the blocks. McInerney got his palm to it. McCluggage, Ashcroft. Look at the desperation. Broad wins it back. Heads towards the half-forward flank. Who's front and centre? Cochin. The Tigers haven't been inside 50 for a while. Sonzi. Hopper comes free in the tackle. Neal gets there first. He can smell a goal from a long way off. But his kick is astray.
The Lions have got to be a bit sharper in defence. They're fortunate they weren't punished on that occasion.
Away he goes. Great smother. Martin. It's there!
It doesn't matter who you are, it's always good to get an early one on the board.
The Tigers have opened their account. Nankervis with the tap. McCluggage. Cameron running in support. He's under close attention. Not sure who that was meant for, but it's been picked off. Gets the kick away. Flostone making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Hipwood will take some stopping. Grimes is calm in a crisis. Nankervis had his name written all over it. Bolton breaks the line. They need a mark. Answorth wins it back. Great mark. Out wide with the kick. Payne. That one was always his. Can he hit a target? Baker! Can you believe it? Oh, that's incredible. Absolutely amazing. Kicks inside the forward 50. Bolton has a vice-like grip. Tumbles a punt towards the boundary line. Lace out. Great footy. He's off target and he hasn't got the distance anyway. Time for the Crummers to go to work.
Danger averted. Frantic defence.
He's off. Starcevic to bring it in. Clean pickup. He hasn't struck that well at all. Terrific forward pressure. Ashcroft going at his first, and he's got it.
These defenders are going to have to tighten up. They've been giving them way too much space.
Good match so far. McInerney gets his hand to it. Ashcroft. Cameron. He's set upon. They've put themselves under pressure. Bolton. He's run into trouble. McCarthy. Desperate to win it back. Short. Delightfully done. They've worked it well. Prestia. Baker. It's a tough game. McCluggage got in the way. Lyons. Berry. Somehow released the ball.
He had prior opportunity.
In no hurry here. Holds it up, waiting for an option to present. Who will stand under that? And the kick inside 50 lets them down. Can they keep the footy this time? Bolter clears the area. Good tackle. That's a bit of a waste. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Defence 101 there. Starcevic stripped of the footy.
How'd he get rid of that? Illegally, says the ump. Kicking at his first.
In towards goal. He's made the goal umpire work.
They dodged a bullet there. They might not be so lucky next time.
Away he goes. Starcevic tasked with the kick in. Lynch couldn't mark, so he brings it to ground. That's a bruising tackle. Heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score.
The Lions will breathe a sigh of relief that that turnover didn't cost them.
He's off. Coleman tasked with the kick in. Baker with the big fist. Zorko is cool under pressure. It's no place for the faint-hearted. Touch and go.
The margin could certainly have been greater. They've been really wasteful.
Coleman to bring it in. Lynch trying to bring the Crummers into play. Short. It's a goal.
The Lions might think about an early adjustment here. They are looking very vulnerable.
Both sides are cracking in hard at the present time. It's a great contest. McInerney wins the hit out. Zorko, crunching tackle. Pickett. Rioli goes at goal, but I think that's going the wrong side of the stick. It's a behind.
That was a promising build-up and deserved a better finish.
Coleman with the footy. McInerney takes a beauty. He might have thought about the corridor. Rich, strong grab. Lays it off. They've coughed it up. Bolton. Pickett got the handball away. Good build-up. For a 3-goal game, it's there. They've pinched a break.
There are some danger signs already. This is looking like it could become one-sided.
The Tigers making all the running early. McInerney wins the hit out. Lions absorbs the pressure. Pickett one step ahead. Cops some unwanted attention. Finally, they go inside 50. Got to get rid of it. He ran into a brick wall. Gunston. He's got it.
They've got one back. Not end of the course, but we're seeing some good signs.
It's only early, I know, but that was a much-needed goal to establish a foothold in this match. McInerney showing his skills. Bailey, will the umpire pluck a free kick? Broad.
The game crashed. I was switching controllers and the game crashed. What? It's like controller battery. Alright, let me just change my controller. The game crashes. Excuse me? Well, that lasted long. Shall we try one more attempt? The game bloody crashed. What? Oh my days. I don't care about the intro. Get me in the game. Why can't I skip the intro? At least I can change the settings here. Oh, the game crashed again. What on earth? How's the game crashed twice? Bro, what? Who are these guys? Just subscribers. The game has crashed twice. Do I now try a third time? Have the settings changed at least? Yeah, they have. Try one more time.
We've been looking forward to this one all week, and now the moment is arrived.
Hopefully it's fine now.
Showing his
We'll
skills.
see.
Taranto, not sure who that was meant for, but it's been picked off. Bolter making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Can he hit a target? Starcevic got a fist in. Gardner snares the loose ball, gets the kick away. McCluggage takes the logical option. Caught, dropped it like a hot potato.
He's gone. He had plenty of time.
That's skillful. Cumberland wins the contest hands down. Kicks to half forward. This ought to end in a goal. Into the pocket he goes. Cumberland! Great body work.
Just a question of whether the lead will be 6 points or 1.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
That passenger play deserved a better finish.
He's off. Coleman tasked with the kick in. Gardner. How will the umpire see this? McCarthy. Rioli with the big fist. Rayner. He's run into trouble. No way through there, and they'll reset. Nankervis, the winner there. Taranto leading from the front. That was almost handed to him for the first goal of the match. He's got it.
To turn the ball over there, you've got to expect to pay the price.
The Lions have opened their account. The two big men do battle. McCluggage rolling the sleeves up. McCarthy, they're building something dangerous here. Tarrant wins it back. Great mark. Good kick. Grimes with a chance to relieve the pressure. Pickett working hard and presenting well. Ignoring the corridor for now. Prestia, strong grab. He's made a hot start to this match. Good disciplined defence. Pickett. He's done brilliantly. Andrews tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Revo runs in and bangs it home.
It gives everyone a shot of confidence when one of your key forwards is able to hit the scoreboard early.
The Tigers edging their way back in front as we near quarter time. The big men fly. Berry. McCarthy. He's been busy so far. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Danaher. It's no place for the faint-hearted. He's wrapped up. Rioli runs onto it. Couldn't burst through. Hopper desperate to win it back. What's he got on offer? Rich clears the area. Bolton. Hand pass cut off. The Tigers forcing them out wide. Tarrant reads the ball so well. Gives it everything. Turned over on centre wing.
Right. How do I request a refund? Because, bro, the game can't make it 1 quarter. The game can't make it 1 quarter. It can't go 1 quarter, bro. I don't know about this, guys. I might just go request a refund or something, because this is just like PlayStation refunds are really annoying, because once you download it, They don't let you refund it unless it's faulty. But this counts as faulty, surely. Like, alright, you know what? I don't normally give up on games after one day. Like when Cyberpunk came out, I believed it would get better, and it did. And I finished Cyberpunk. Well, not every ending, but the point is I gave Cyberpunk a chance, and it was fine. Yeah. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show off the rest of the season. What happens, happens. And you can pause and read the results. Because it's not, if we're getting that, the game's been out a couple months, so we're getting that. I'm not going to struggle through all these rounds, all these games, just to get the content out. So, yeah. Here's every round. You can pause it. Wait, actually. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can pause it and check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, let's simulate this round, see what happens. Oh look, these are the results, guys. Yay! Let's simulate this round. These are the results, guys. Yay! Wow, look at all these great results. Wow, I'm so amazed. Wow, that's brilliant. Look at this. Wow. Yeah. What a great way to spend £55. I could have spent it on the next Starfield. What's that game, Starfield? I could have spent it on that coming out in September, or flipping the Avatar open world game coming out, or Assassin's Creed. Instead, I spent £55 on this. Look at all these results, guys. So good, right? Wow. Wow, we are now in the finals. Yeah. Let's look at the ladder. Wow, Gold Coast second. Who would have thought? That's a weird ladder, by the way. Look who's missed out as well. But the two Western teams bottom, which is quite funny. So, well, let me simulate from there. Wow, the Giants beat Melbourne. That's crazy. Wow, Port Adelaide defeated Gold Coast. That's crazy. This was going to be such a big series, as I thought it would be, but yeah. Richmond defeats Sydney. And Collingwood smash Essendon. Alright, first semi-final. Let's get it over with. Richmond. Well, Richmond in the prelim. Not in real life, clearly. It's going to be Richmond Collingwood final, isn't it? Yeah, it's heading towards there. It's definitely heading towards there. GWS v Collingwood in the flipping prelim. Like, what's going on? Wow. Collingwood win. Only just, but they win. They're like close finals, the Giants and Collingwood. Well, Adelaide Richmond is very interesting. And Richmond win. What's going on? Of course, Collingwood Richmond is fixed, my friends. It's fixed. We're doing interesting in Port Adelaide. Collingwood win the flag. Cornelia wins the Brownlow, and Jamie Elliott wins the Coleman. Yay! Wow, so cool. How do I quick request a refund? Oh my days! How can it? How can the game not go for a whole quarter? Like, how can it not last a quarter? I've never had this issue. I played a game. Okay. Well, I mean, sorry guys. This is goodbye, I guess. I'll see you for hopefully Friday night's game. Hopefully I wake up in time.